It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watch the safety crease. He's coming. We got double up. Ran, don't. Check 6 guys.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Over 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 59, right?
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught. A very solid gain of 27. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now Rodgers. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Move, move, move. Shift, shift. Out, 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 out.
First down, a run with Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 18, 18, 18. 42, 42's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill, 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 kill. Slam, slam.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Check 99, check 99.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180. 42. I got it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Bang, 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 bang.
On first down. Cohen. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, crunch. Hey, ball.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Check, Mike 42. Hey, alert. SOS.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and a couple. Rodgers. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Rodgers now on first down. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. And he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Lock in.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Trubisky will throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I smell fear in that offense. Watch the eye. Deuce. Alert. Check 49.
Trubisky to throw again. Now Trubisky lost the football. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Alert. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
18. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check three.
They'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they try to sweep to Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Alert. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Check. Fresh.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Slam. Trevor. Hey, switch up.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Give me some. Here we go. Check 31. Hey, alert. Bravo.
Now Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay, bang. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay, bang. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Here we go. 180. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Even. 4 down. Even.
On second down, it's Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day one, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Single receiver.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got top right. Four down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Key to tight end.
Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession.